Righto, how yous going? I'm on my way to pick up me 360 that I bought. A couple of months back in one of my videos, I mentioned that I got a blown up 360. It's yeah, I got it at a good price. It's got aluminium heads on it. It's got Edelbrock intake, and it's got 7 scat rods instead of 8. It's got some good hardware in it. It's got a comp cam and so on and so forth. It's got some good hardware in it, so I'm going to use the heads and cam and some other bits and pieces. Use parts off the engine to make a Hottie 318. So yeah, that's the plan. That's none of this is happening soon, but this is just me picking up the 360, and we'll have a look over it, and I'll put it on an engine stand, and we'll go from there. All right, grouse. Great news. My phone battery went flat, so I ended up loading all the parts into the back of the tow pig, and I guess now it's raining, we'll empty it out and unbox and unpackage and see what goodies we got. All right, here we go. Righto, first thing here is the V8 radiator. It's got thermo fans on it. Where are we? Yeah, it's got 90s Falcon thermo fans on it. That's good, but got some Mopar Performance covers. Apparently you can't get them anymore. And Performer RPM air gap. And wrapped up in this is a little comp hydraulic cam, so cam and lifters, but got some bits and pieces here. Got a set of little block huggers and various bits and pieces. Now that was a Silvo light piston, but yeah, not anymore. Motor actually got left outside for a bit, so here's the 360 itself, and various chunks. Shrapnel, bit of shrapnel here, bit of shrapnel there. Good rods in it, as I said. It's got a set of scat rods. It had Silvo light pistons in it. Right, so here we are. Aluminium cylinder heads. So yeah, a couple of MP covers, but there we are. Now, as you can see, come on, focus. As you can see, there's something not quite right here. So you can see a bit of a graze there. Now, I'm guessing, since these are non-Edelbrock heads, these are Chinese heads that the young bloke got from Hemi Performance. I'm guessing 6 years of him thrashing on plain old Chinese valve springs. I'm actually surprised the collets lasted. But my guess is, because this thing blew up in the burnout box at Heathcote. So it's a black CM Ute that he had this in. And I'm guessing valve springs went soft. He's hit bulk RPM in the burnout box. Valves touched the pistons cracked, gone sideways down the bore, and split the bore. So unfortunately, it's lunched the motor. But that's just my guess. I mean, that's my analysis of what's going on. This cylinder head apparently is good, but either way it needs a set of valves. So well, it needs a couple of valves bare minimum. I think I'll go through the heads, see what I've got, see what I can do, and go from there. Alright, so here's the blown up 360. Now
that's all we got, which I'm quite surprised. I think I'm repairing this block. I was planning on using the parts. To build a 318, but I think now that I'm looking at it, I'm repairing this block and building a 360. So yeah, let's do it. I mean, chunks of piston everywhere, but I mean, can't see number 3 has got a pretty big hole in it, but sleeve 1 pot, epoxy the pan rail, and I think I'm repairing this 360. It's still good, it's still good. So here we are on the engine stand. 360. Lots of dirt, lots of crap, lots of shrapnel. But I don't know. Bit of a gouge and some damage. I'd say I'll replace both of those rods. You know, one's absolutely has to be replaced, but another one there, number 4, is pretty gouged up as well. So replace 2 rods and a set of pistons. Could be a pretty cheap build. Oh, sweet. I've got this thing here now under the light. I suppose Alright, chunks. Still dripping chunks. Some pretty good chunks. Let's see. There's the problem. So that is number 3. Number 3? Yeah, number 3. As you can see, he just left her outside. He figured it was stuffed, so left her outside. He was pretty surprised to hear me say that I reckon I can fix it. So, I mean, look, seems repairable to me. You can really see much in there. Hang on, where's that torch? That's a good chunk of cylinder wall. I wonder if I can get the magnet and fish that out. Now that is pretty cool. Good and thick. You have to be pretty happy with that. That's as thick as you'd want it on the thrust side. It's close to 1/4 inch thick, I'd say. But that looks a bloody sight better. Less chunks, less grit and shit. Yeah. I think it's fixable. I don't know. Yourself? I think this whole thing's fixable. So pretty happy. I mean, yeah, this is a pleasant surprise. Hang on, let's see if we can get this. There's one cylinder, well, not little, one cylinder and one chunk taken out of the pan rail. I was under the impression that this side of the block had been taken out and it completely killed it. So when I bought this, I was not thinking this block was going to be repairable. So this is a pleasant surprise. Pretty happy with this. Yeah, I mean, the alloy heads, I knew they were China heads, not proper Edelbrocks, but you know, I mean, they'll pour it up, they'll be right. I've got a set of valves, hopefully they're the right length. I've got a set of valves just sitting on the shelf, just new in the box. I bought for something else, but it's a V8 set and they're bigger than these ones, so I'll use them. I've got a bigger cam sitting on the shelf. Should make a good motor. I mean, this, if it's repairable, it's going in the snot block. That's simple. I didn't bank on this. I was going to use some of these parts in the 318 that I plan to put in the snot block. So this is good. This is a very pleasant surprise. I'm I'm pretty stoked with this. So excited for the excited for the months to come, because the snot block's getting a 360 instead of the 318 by the looks of it. So pretty stoked. Catch you soon.